What is up, everybody? Okay, first let me make sure this stream is properly running and everything. Hang on a second. Okay, the delay is not bad, actually. Wait, let's see. Can you hear me properly? Definitely the desktop audio needs to be turned down just slightly, because... Hey, Ryan! Wait, let me turn this down a little bit more. Can I... Let's listen now. Okay, I think it's fine now.
Hey, Ryan.
Okay, I think we're up and running normally. Hello? Oh my god. Hi, besties. What's up? Okay. Well, I think you see it on my screen. I decided it was a good time for me to actually stream this beautiful game. I love you, Colonel Sanders. A finger looking good dating simulator. Just as any normal person would, honestly, so. You know, let's get it started, maybe. Oh. What the hell? Okay. New game. Before we get started, tell us your name, Jojo. Oh, that's so loud. Okay. Yum. Alright. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Is that supposed to be BTS? Shut the fuck up! Oh my god! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Yeah. Throw it out the window. I slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. What? Not even 1 minute in and I fucking got a game over? What is this? Let's try that again. What the fuck? What? Fuck this shit. Fuck. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. I'm going to Colonel Sanders' class? Are you serious? Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You don't take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. I need to take this seriously, yeah. I'd better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through the morning checklist. Teeth brushed, hair combed, pits deodorized. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Ugh. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. I just got KFC for breakfast. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Hey, baddie. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Jojo. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Wait, what? Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? What? Oh. Actually, because I sure am excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. She's adorable. It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam, raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from the quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. Oh wait, that's supposed to be my voice? My bad. You're gonna do great. with the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning's famous 3-day-old semesters. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic. This summer she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. At least we can't see it, so, well, should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief? Pep talk. What kind of friend are we, you know? Remember last month when we saw that fortune teller and had our... What the fuck? And had our tarot cards read? Oh, they're one of those. The lady with the mask who gave me nightmares? I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. Remember that card with the fancy-looking tower, and that other card featuring the handsome fellow in the red suit? I've been waiting for so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk Miriam up, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. Can you believe I cut them myself? I can very much believe that. You could definitely believe it. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley. Why is Ashley spelled like that? Hello? Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins. Excuse me? You leave Jojo's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Yeah, work out. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley, but she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. We're not gonna let you or your really weird insults get to us. Across the quad you see... I cannot speak. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend. Van, the man, what the fuck, has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No leather rocking glues. Oh. Van. What the fuck? Who is this Chad? Who's this Chadlin, bro? You rang? Oh, okay. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Can't believe the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I know, right? You'd think they'd just hand us our diplomas now. Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. With the first day of school about to start, there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Oh, she made a sound. See you later, losers. As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the windows directly next to it. What the fuck? Oopsie. Who is this? I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you! I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop-Pop. He's old. Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Bob! Hi, Pop. I'm Jojo. So, are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. With that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? He looks like a child. Girl. What the fuck? Wait 1 second. Let me check how the sound is right now. Okay, wait, let me turn down the game just a little bit more. Maybe here? Maybe here? Maybe here? I think no. Good. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. This is just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge. What the fuck? You stand, of course, okay. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at a podium at the front of the class. Adorable. Okay. I guess our professor is a dog now. Alright. Now, quiet down, everyone. Woof! Who is this unreasonably cute puppet, and why is he in our I can never say that word, class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS AL. Please call me Professor Dog. Woof! I may be cute and little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof! What? A cute dog in is our professor? This is the best. Okay. What? A cute dog's our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. Right. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then... That's not the professor, that's me. He walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. It's him. If it is my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders, interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before you can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom. Classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be Sweaty Sweats a lot. Wow. Maybe we should open the window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. You two both know my name. We're in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your weird insults? Besides, when Jojo sweats, it's not gross. It's beautiful. Look at that shimmer. Okay, you take a moment to... What the fuck? What did I walk into? I think you just walked into greatness. You just walked into the greatest game of all time. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot, hot, hot. Professor Dog steps in to settle the class down and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future, many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Excuse me? Just then another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Who the fuck?
Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss...
Quiet! Woof. Later class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school with you as my teacher.
Everyone stares at him blankly. Does no one remember me? You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let there be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Wolf. Even Clang made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You're trying to see the student Sprinkles is referencing, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. What is this? What is this? The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Ugh.
Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself.
This is a game. Wait. This is a visual novel romance simulator that has to do with a guy from KFC. I know we're not talking about good diet. GeoX Kernel-san. Yes! Yes! I should draw like a fan art of me and Colonel Sanders. You never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkle's reputation for being smart but tough is well known. Oh fuck. You just had to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Chicken snack, rubber ball, beef treat. Chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken sneak in your hand. Snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, I think there might be some competition for a new star student. Furry professor. Wait, 1 second, let me see what you're typing. I'll make him in Tomodachi Life and get him with you. Bet! Wait, but what about Leon Kennedy? Leon Kennedy is also a strong contender from my heart. And also Arthur Morgan. Like, bro, wait. Now my heart is torn. Could I... Could they all be interested in me? That will make things spicy, no? Like a spicy chicken. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. You right?
I always am.
Wait a second. I didn't read that. Whatever. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. I struggle a little bit because this needs a bit more shadowing. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Hey, Jojo! There's still a seat here! Seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me, if you're interested. Ooh. Ooh. Well. I'm selling my friend out. Sorry. You would take your seat by Colonel Sanders. It appears he brought no books, pens, or pencils. However, his perfect upright posture shows off a seriousness that makes you confident in his desire to learn. I can see a pen right there. So, that's like not accurate. Anyway, moving on. Thanks for offering me the seat. I've only had 2 rules. Do all you can and do it the best you can. It's the only way you ever get that feeling of accomplishing something. That's so inspiring. A little off topic if you ask me, but okay. As soon as you settle into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz. Yay! A quiz about me! This incredibly important, surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. Keep your nerves sharp and your focus sharper. What's wrong with me today? Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? That's right! Forest is a tree, as chicken is to... Feather? That's right! What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork? That's right! Yeah! What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. Ooh. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Honestly, yeah, that one, but, That's right! Sprinkle's a good boy. He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He's the best boy. That's right! Yeah! Whoa! Man, I'm acing this. Give me my degree right the fuck now. I need it right now. Whoa, be honest. Did you cheat? Nah. I'm just that good. Hello? I know we just met, but I have to confess. Oh, I think I have a beautiful brain. Okay. Thanks. Hot diggity Jojo! You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points without performance. Ooh, I did. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! What are we eating? KFC?
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is about lunch? No, I just wanted to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was...
Howdy, folks. Wait, maybe I should make him more southern, actually. Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. Woo! But Shh! Lunch, lunch, lunch! She said, shh. In honor of the new semester, I've prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed, that smell. Hold your breath waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Now, pause real quick, because I have to say, I've, had, I don't know, KFC possibly 2 times in my life. I don't know. It's mid. it's mid. I don't think it's that great or anything. It's just, it's okay, I guess. But, nothing to fuss over. Don't kill me. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. What you think? You want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Psh! Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just, drafting a last will and testament in case, one of those ingredients is, poison. Got him. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. Wait to see what Zinger Ashley has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, I was just writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hand of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. See her body language change from bitter to evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any. I'll take his. Whoa, hold on. I mean, I guess I'll try it. Takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. What the fuck? He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Along with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Because your mind savor the moment and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' currently your heart spin towards the light. What the fuck? The flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. What a guy. Along with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same? After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second. Anything for a fellow chef? What exactly was on that chicken?
How bold to come out and ask. It's an idea I have for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all times as I open my chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal. It's just, you and me were talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. Well, we've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other. Clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers. Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use blah, blah, blah. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. Blah, blah, blah. Wow. I never guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some if you searched. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared. While everyone else is in the cafeteria, you decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at these cool buildings. Think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. It sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Wow him with a big idea to... You know about that? I was thinking about your secret recipe. I didn't doubt it. It has a way of leaving an impression on all who taste it. Damn, relax, bro. You just had to show him that you also know a thing or two about blowing minds with new flavors. I actually had some thoughts on how you could improve it. Improve it? If you want to change my secret recipe, anything you can do it better? Wait, what it is? Have you ever heard of habanero pepper? Oh! Heard of them? I tend an entire garden of chili pepper varieties. Habanero, poblano, cayenne. That's not the point. You can't just toss new ingredients in my secret recipe and expect to improve it. Oh, he's mad. The recipe's about balance. It involves careful consideration and refinement. I didn't mean to. Let this be the last time you improvise on my recipes, Jojo. I'm headed back to class for the next lesson. Damn! You better head back inside, but you wait a moment so that Colonel Sanders doesn't think you're desperately chasing after him. Fuck! Damn, we just lost Aura right there. Fuck. You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? You're not gonna blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans. You're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. Woof. For a day's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on— What the fuck? Now that's a bit fake. That's a bit fake of me, honestly. Wait, I'm back. That's very fake of us. Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2? That is me and you, if that wasn't clear. Oh, she's crying. Want my partner? Aww. Sure, Jojo. I'll prepare our station. Oh, I thought we lost aura points there with him. I thought you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice. Hello, new partner. Beep boobs. Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward. That's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? Clank. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today. It's okay. I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Bzzz. Tissue? I hardly know you.
Clank judders, and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. It's time to focus on your own cooking classwork. Alright, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Oh, fuck. I'll do grandmother's recipe. I think he's a very sentimental person in this version of the story, so checking what she is. I've always been wanting something of a down-home chef. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes? And gravy? I couldn't imagine one without the other. Colonel Sanders cast a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. And you better keep your fingers off my man. Excuse me. That's my man we're talking about. Well, one of my men. Did someone call for me? Get the fuck out. This dude is just a Jojo character, literally. No geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Jojo's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of my classwork. That was a deal, remember? Colonel Sanders returns arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water and tries to attach it to you and your old friends. Look, this is very loud. Oh, howdy there, Ashley. Van Van, are we working a quartet instead of a duet now? Actually, no. It looked like Jojo was struggling, so we offered to give him a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. Girl, find the door right now. I know you're not doing this to me now. I was going to say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I can teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Uh-oh. She just lost points there. How I know? I did it myself. Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Doubt it. Don't be rude, Van Van. Oh wait, that was him saying it? My bad. Personally, I have no doubt whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Girl, I will pounce. I will pounce. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. Girl, no. Shut the hell up. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashley's really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Miriam. And as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I will destroy them! I actually think that Ashley and Wagner were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust. Yeah, Miss Kills is a chef, perhaps? But stepping away from this competition, you are sorely mistaken. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Jojo is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. Damn, he trusted you with the recipe, you just told him it's not good enough. Wait, that was a while back, hello? Wait, is this true? Like, no. What? Okay. Anyway. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. Oh my god, I'm salivating. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps. You know so well where your attention was elsewhere. I wonder where my attention was at. I know just what to do. Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy bowl, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Jesus. Ooh. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Proud indeed she will be. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab a hold of it. It doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Ooh la la! Look at him winking at us. Shit! Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Okay. Alright. Alright. I hear you. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's beautiful face. Yeah! Score! Woo! Van, do something! Do something! Scooping up a fingerful, Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by the revelation, he slinks away. Would he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, Jojo, we do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Yes, finally! Welcome to the stream! Is the finally for me playing this game or me streaming? Because I'm not entirely sure of that, actually. Also, please tell me if the timing, the delay is fine with the stream. I think it's fine now because I have a better Wi-Fi, so, you know. Can I have potatoes face? What is up with his hand? Wait. What? I love it when Colonel Sanders makes the famous bowl all famous. Okay. Oh, that looks good. Stream is good. Thanks. Love that. Oh my god, that looks so good. Oh, I'm hungry. Jojo pose? For real, this dude is like literally just a Jojo character. Hello? Hello? Chat. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. I'm saying all that while I'm actively doing poses. You cannot see it, but just imagine it. You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. That ends now. That end now? What? That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on me with envy. The interrupting student rushes at Van and swipes a bite of her signature dish right off the plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned it into the process. The results could be toxic. With a taste of it. Okay, too late. It has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. What? What? Killed him! Everyone step back, don't take another bite. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle is being slurped up in Pop's mouth. No, Pop! Pop winches in pain for just a moment, then it is almost immediately back to his oblivious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as motionless as statues. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Hello. I just turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you. Oh, hi there. I'm sorry I had to go through all that. Please let me walk you home. Oh, you don't have to say please. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today.
Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him, in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him.
Oh my god.
Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Jojo.
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there! Motherfucker.
Cockblock! Cockblock!
Hold it right there. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I will be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting.
Also lifting a lot of weights. Like so many weights.
We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star.
Hey, no, you... Shut up! I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff. And be the star of the story. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy?
We can prove that.
I also saw you... I also saw you kill that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long sad sigh. Aw.
Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The spork monster is here to fight a hero.
Uh-oh. I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me? Just as I was letting down my guard and connected with another chef on an emotional level. Don't tell bro to shut up. He's just pity. No! To shut up? He's annoying. He's really rude. He's cock blocking me like hell. That's unacceptable. No.
Be afraid of me because I'm a monster, see?
Is he... Wait. Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? Attack. Just how to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. It just got real. That attack really upsets Spork Monster. Spork Monster goes on to attack. They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. I'll defend this time around. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy, but okay, sure, you do you. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? Attack. You decide to go into the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble. They go on the attack once again. Are you ready to rumble? Spork Monster uses utility pencil. You take 2 damage from the attack. Fuck. If you take more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. I'll defend myself. You decide to defend. Which defense will you use? Buff up. No one can control this much buffness. You start to feel bloated and, quite frankly, a little gassy. That's crazy. You better attack soon or you're likely to explode. Decided going to the attack. Showdown. Showdown does 2 damage. Powerful blow. What is Colonel Sanders doing? Hello? Spork Monster is oozing cheese sauce under the lawn of the quad. I wonder who's going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge. Wow, villain. Your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Power pinch! Whoa! You see his little... He's just tussies showing. Power pinch! Does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated. You saved me! An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night. Parrot. You manage to stamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Be gone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back like you said. The Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko, that name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in lightly. Wait. Good night, my Colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there. Instructing your love's dreams are weird. Okay. You wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet with your bestie in front of a school. Or you can tell her about the encounter with the Spork Monster. She launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be, I think I might like Clank! Oops, I moved my microphone. Like him? Like? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and it was also the convertible that he himself... It was also the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. What? 1 second, my mic. Okay, there we go. I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with his new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. Whoa! 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 You and Colonel Sanders? The coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? Damn, look a bit more, offended by that. We definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, what if you tell me one of his secret ingredients? Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden when I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. His man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of it of my own. Blah, 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 blah. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch. You know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Please, please, please. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. What do you think? Should you protect Colonel Sanders' secret or share it with your bestie? I think it's foul of me to talk about someone else's secrets, so I'll make up a fake ingredient. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about it was Eye of Newt? I know it sounds like some kind of witch's potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt. Wow. Her eyes light up, imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. What the fuck? I guess we arrived to class on a horse. On a horseback. Yes, that's totally normal. Right. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. You're so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. Sanders on the horse is so western. I know. Oh wait, I didn't do his accent. Wait. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. What a horseful view do you have? I mean, what a horseful view. Dang it, that's what I just said. Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you. Oh, Jojo just what just happened to me? Oh, Jojo just gets really nervous around people they like. What? That is not helping. I mean, they got food poisoning her up a whole night. It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. Sanders, you're making me nervous. Let me order some chicken. But real opinions here. Do you like KFC? I think it's mid. I don't know. And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. You try and get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. But he sees you coming. Well there, little one, I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Shut the fuck up. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey? Ugh. Tell him to stop acting immature. Sanders and Leon in one room equals son. Oh my god. I would go crazy for that. I would need that. I think we should note that down for my next birthday, perhaps. Because, you know. That would be incredible. I have no words.
I hope when I go to sleep tonight, I'll dream of Colonel Sanders and Leon Kennedy.
You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior.
Culinary skill. What the fuck? Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time.
Now you've upset them.
What the fuck? Oh, and you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? I'm not sure you know a good meal if it ate you. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity, it takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. He's literally just fucking Jojo. He's just a Jojo character, bro. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. Oh my god! It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van Van, who has the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book, they've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. How is Pop still alive? What the hell? We're playing. Book of Chicken. Chicken. Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Baby. Wait, let me take a sip of water. Let me take a sip of water. Actually, wait. I will be right back. I'm back. Sorry. Chill, come back. At least put Sanders on the screen. I'm so sorry, man. Also, wait, question. What is the quality on the stream? Is me question. Is it good quality? Is the quality good? Let me stretch. Okay. We got a good stretch. Alright. Great quality. Great! Let's go! What do you think about the new layout? Oh yeah. Best quality. Oh. Thank you! Okay. Clang must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty food. Uzuzu. Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts. You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzz, bzz, womp. What do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp. Womp, he just womp womped. No, your mother was a stand mixer. We're just throwing your mom jokes now. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. No! Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These raised men are about to come back. They're about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Jesus fucking Christ. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save for the arena at least, or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe I can help you with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I thought you said that we cannot be tardy. What is this double standard? And you know what? Side note, when teachers would do that, professors, I fucking hated it. Because you know what? If you're gonna bitch about tardiness and shit, right? Do not come late as well. Okay? Fuck you. I said it. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired. So you didn't have a serious reason for being tardy, I see? Detention. Detention, I say. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. No. Rub his fairy dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl. The chicken! You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important most of the important parts. When you come to Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, Jojo, naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A shimmering pepper? A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally, you reach out and grab it and eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend. Ooh. This guy again? I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. And yes, I am moving around in my chair doing this. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I will say to fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... Sorry, I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must. You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Man, what the fuck? I'll never know. Oh man, you come to and find everyone is staring at you. Pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Well, counterpoint, why the fuck would he just show us the last pepper of its kind? Like, just, shouldn't it be somewhere else, you know? You know? No? I don't know. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via timed competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics for these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Is everything in competition with you two? Yes. Yes. Well, not with me. I want a personal journey to learn to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. He wanted to flex his peppers and paid the price for it. Well, singular, pepper. He said that was the only one left. Kinda relatable, to be honest. Yeah, but also very, very stupid of him to do. I don't know. Just me? Sorry. Yeah, stop getting your genres across. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture? Some... I need to eat it if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue my dreams of being a master chef. How are any of us supposed to get anywhere if we're constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron? I don't see an apron on them. Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Jojo, you should have it. It will give you the energy you need to succeed. Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you. That looks delicious, but I think there's something fundamentally wrong with it. Is this portion big enough to feed me? My special grilled cheese and tomato soup. Ooh. With chocolate milk to what? Oh, that sounds like a bad trip to the toilet. With chocolate milk to wash it down and a tartlet for dessert. Yeah, you're not exiting that toilet safely. It only takes you about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you need for motivation. You know what? I've learned enough for today. Let's battle. Oh, that was me. My bad. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he put a stop to this madness. No, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Finally, little sons, you breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Foo! Just then a huge light blasts you in the face, flashing the words, "Timer ready." Great! Oh, it's on, baby. It's on, baby. Where's Colonel Sanders to see me? That's what I'm talking about. I stand corrected. If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My bestie can best the best of them. Best believe it. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What? Oh my god. That's right. But how would you have even gotten to the school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry bell. Furry bell? Furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. Okay. I have my own dog. I don't need to pet another dog's belly. Sorry. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he use? He used, 11. That's right! That's right, you might not know all of the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers you the most flavor? Trust? Fuck! Fuck! I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley's simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now, it would be a good time to harness that energy. So where does it come from? What? But this is a horrible time to start forgetting important things. But you try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling. Fuck! Don't make me get a spray bottle. Is this the end? Yep. Try again. That wasn't me, okay? Sorry. Wait. Okay. Okay. Gratitude? Yes. What? What the fuck is... What? Okay. Silence. Yes. I believe in you, Jojo. Ah! Thank you. Thank you. I know you do. I love you. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. One spoonful is great. What do you think of the village traditional? Fuck! What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Screenshot? Screenshot! I didn't screenshot! You have to go back and screenshot it for me. Fuck. Grrr. You're stranded on a desert island with only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. You're gonna... All of these were wrong. So, woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Bzz. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in the kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing a personal touch. Where you might not have any hands, but Jojo does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Jojo, no! What the f- But you're not fast enough, and your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning baters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. What the fuck? I'm so stupid. Hello? Chat. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. Oh, fuck. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Everyone, stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Oh, that's too bad. Here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me a winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Jojo's injury. You see, Sprinkles begins to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. You just realized? Just realized what? Well, because I'm the sweetest, skip straight to dessert. That does not look good. Sorry. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. How can we go to dessert if we don't have the main dish? I was going to ask Jojo to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Girl, don't piss me off. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Bro, where's the $5 fill-up box? Huh? The what? Eh? Inside you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Can you even eat honeycomb? Wait. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued but perhaps not impressed as he dips his fingers in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity isn't your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places his sauce-covered fingers into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash! And they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. Fuck. I don't have eyebrows now. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. Colonel Sanders is probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, but not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. What? What? I'll never be a master chef. Failure. Wait. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well, there thing again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've worked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard, and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp-eyed suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Oh fuck. About a scar from the night before, you prepared for the worst. It's the spork monster. Borko? It is I. I know I said I want to be back, but after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just want to say that I was wrong to attack you and I apologize. I know that it's like having to always look over... I know what it's like to always have to look over your shoulder. Shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile up a person. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever. Oh. What? But I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. Shit, man. A magic spellbook. Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who will cheat them through sorcery and If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. Sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Jojo, together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Personal invite? You can imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. He was born with a beard, bro, and those huge glasses. That's crazy. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish. Just imagine, like, me putting my hair behind my ear. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? Reveal it. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw.
Ooh. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Luke's hideaway. Magnificent! Magnificent! Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just oh my god, until just the spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Whoa! Whoa! What kind of person am I? Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories, and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Blah, blah. This must be where he keeps a secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? And then it dawns on you. 11. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens inside. You find a single note. Tap on that. Wait, what is that? What did that say? I didn't read it. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor from the goatee and mustache combo he sports. You figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded, am I right? Yeah, probably. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Tap on an item to discover more about the... Oh. Oh! 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 You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Kentucky does not look like this. It doesn't. You take one off its hanger and try it on. Whoa, what the fuck am I doing? The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Oh, he's back! Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. Oh, I don't usually loan those out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You decide that now is your moment to make it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Fuck, what do I do, gang? Oh. Whoa, 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 this isn't the... Whoa, whoa, this isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying, but still. Shit! Shit! But I fumbled him. I fumbled. Damn, I want some fried chicken now. Whoa! Oh, what the hell? Why did it go all the way back, bro? Yo. Okay. What about this? You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Oh, poor guy. Come on, item. Ooh. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Wait. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? I have to wear this again. I just have to. Okay. I'm cold. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fire. Close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Ah! Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Jojo. He's about to cry. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. Call slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. Zzz. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell.
What do you mean you told me? What do you mean you told me? You didn't tell me anything.
In New York, I'm Millie Rat.
Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. I half imagine him, like, coming in shirtless, right now. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Yes, I did. No, you didn't tell me anything! You didn't tell me anything! What? Did you tell me anything? Wait. Wait. I don't see anything in the chat. Hello? 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 Chat? Anyway. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. Oh my god! Oh my god! It's meticulous. Oh, I'm so hungry. KFC makes breakfast? You know, wonderful question. I don't have the answer, because I would never go there for breakfast. I would go there if I was, like, severely constipated. You taste Colonel Sanders' food and takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say that we're the perfect match? Yes! 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 How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Oh. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Finally, actually KFC food. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. With the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confusion by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning awaits for no one. I love how I always say the whole fucking title. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got word that something had happened to you. 1 second. Okay. It's okay. But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends. What the skydiving? That's an interesting first date. But things quickly spiraled out of control. Did you just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker. And I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story. However... Wait, what? You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Who says wowzers? Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Why was that an option? What? Together with the bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals. In the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip too. Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You got some nerve, Jojo, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I still have another hand. Oh, I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited? Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Jojo, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate warm gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you were passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say. It was bland. Excuse me, Jojo, but I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine arts of fine foods. See you inside, Jojo. What? What? What the? Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who, you know, she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Oh, that's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? You know? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. What the fuck? I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone. I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not ruin dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. No, bro. No, bro. Don't do it. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I'm a Joel, no, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's not to be afraid of. What? His cute little nose crunches up, and he begins to breathe quickly. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkle immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper with, like it's a piece of fresh chicken raw, what the fuck, rawhide? I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies, like, ungraded work. My, Jojo, were you studying something with cinnamon? I've been sitting in on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Jojo, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills all over in the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room.
I told you to say it after class. Bzz, bzz. You think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger?
Miriam and Clang appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clang's language of mechanical noises. Where? But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beer, beep, where? Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountains or off a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Aw, not Clang, bro. Clang begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Bzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clang. It does look good, though. Clang burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clang slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition, showdown, challenge, exam, TM. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Tiny Coco is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. You know the source of her frustration, such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're no good and saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? Without me? What? That wasn't a question. My bad. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us, and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clang or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest. Anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge, a test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pans off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. Ashley! Look at me! As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on, Jojo's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, you're... fuck. Oh, I'm distracted now. Oh my god. Your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Jojo, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? It's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when... the on timer goes off behind you. Fuss up about your practice dish. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. My nose is telling me something else.
Oh no, is it burning?
No, I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it will probably start burning. Oh, but it will probably start burning in a second if you don't pull it out. Blah, 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 blah. If you don't pull it out.
Moment of truth.
Oh. Oh, that looks good. Fuck me, bro.
Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin.
Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. Step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. Beside the mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that will push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. What? Egg wash! Okay. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend Bastard Blaster. Van Van flexes pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! Did he say rock and rolled? Did I read that correct? Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with a lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. Even Clank gets in on it. $5 pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. Damn! Poor Clank. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? Oh my gosh, she's gonna turn into a monster. You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Hang on. Water break. Okay. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink. Ah! A subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Jojo. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you. Shut up, Miriam. Shut up. Shush. Let me take in Colonel's words for a second. Okay, that second is done. And I've always believed in you, Jojo, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam's at your station cheering for you. Aw. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get an eye of newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. I'll switch up on Miriam for Sanders. It is I, Steve the Spork Monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Oh. See if this pork monster noticed that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I thought you were supposed to do this by yourself. I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup, back in the old country, you could feel a spork monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Or... Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. Aww. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class when oh my god. He does a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. I will definitely give up and drop out of code. What the fuck? I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hurt turns mac and cheese orange. What? What? Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Jojo, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Power you've been summoning immediately fits back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy curses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Jojo, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Pressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help you. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But, Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. Oh, following my rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Is it getting hot in here? Or is it just Colonel Sanders? Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white tablet to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. Well, time expired. It's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off-screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Haha, I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Jesus Christ, man. Get out, bro. I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs, may I be excused? Poor Pop. Sure. You kids and your pranks, I'm gonna say it's not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Clank, where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You would hear a signature whir, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there is none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. I'm hungry right now as well. Like, I'm literally trying to wait to finish the game and I actually go eat. I'm famished. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny naru tamaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please, call me Sprinkles.
Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. Some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. That felt like a bit of a tongue twister. Sublime! Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, but it was less than the thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam's overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Jojo, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Oh, God. Now describe your dish. I made... Oh. Uni over smooth egg custard in an ox-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. I want to taste caviar. I'm very curious. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second, different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni. But he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, and he can't get past all the needles. He reels back at as his tongue is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified! Stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For clamor? Don't discount this simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, I'm a good dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student. Ashley, it's time to step up. And describe your dish. I made... Well, that is very pretty, but does not look, appealing enough to eat, if that makes sense. Like, it looks presentation-wise good, but nothing that would, like, make my mouth water, if that makes sense. Orange blossom turkey. Ooh, Turkish delight! In a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. Does she only make desserts, bro? However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food. At a cooking school? Got toast in your tears or something, Jojo? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And I did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. Wow. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt this sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Loser! Loser! Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a... Ooh, that looks good. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and... Oh, I want some mac and cheese. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Oh! He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, give me this thing. Completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. So delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. What? You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Doug is in the house! What the fuck? You know that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. They were the villains? Could have fooled me. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduations. Clearly we're in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone is together. It's the Spork Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone's too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking. And you know, she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He has arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh. That makes so much sense now. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of... yeah. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clang who's arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Oh, he's still doing the talking thing. I'm Clank, and I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? What the heck? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. The portal opens up, and Clank disappears through it. Bye, Clank. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Damn! He's in a normal little tee. White tee. Wait. Let me get more comfortable in my seat. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Oh, I'm so hungry, bro. I want food right now. Oh, oops. Wait, what? I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken, and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Jojo, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. She glared across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders. The future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Jojo. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together. Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help me? But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. What the fuck? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. Oh, my dear Jojo, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Wow. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. Damn! Look at this ending, opening, whatever. Oh, that's wild. What the fuck? Oh my god. Yes. That was that was an amazing game. I had the time of my life, I have to say. I now have another fictional character that I can add to my crushes list. Of course, nobody beats Leon Kennedy and Arthur Morgan. But Colonel Sanders, I think he falls like very, very high. So like top 5 perhaps, you know? Yeah, I can see that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hopefully I will do more streams again now that I got better Wi-Fi and my delay is not that bad as it used to be. But yeah, I hope I entertained you for these 2 hours and 5 minutes. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Adios. Goodbye.